100.1 Nigeria Info.
It's 6:32 a.m. Welcome back to the Morning Crossfire. Let's take a look at what the newspaper headlines are saying. Before that, I promised to take a few comments from the first conversation. Matthew, a.k.a. Edo Boy from Kubwa, says, if something like that comes up, I will put hope in God and I will encourage myself. And this says, good morning. All hope can never be lost. Oludade Abiodun. And Mercy says, Gabriella, good morning. Thank you for this. When it seems all hope is lost, when you have done it all, leaving it to God and to fix, and self-encouragement is indeed needed. Thank you so much. Let's take a dive into what the newspaper headlines are saying today, the 6th of December, 2024.
Hot and fresh off the press, these are the front pages.
Remember that these headlines are published by these media houses and have nothing to do with Nigeria Info FM. So have that in mind when you share your view. Today we're going to be taking a look at the front pages of the Punch newspapers, the Daily Trust, the Vanguard newspapers, and the Guardian newspapers. Starting it off with the Guardian. On the front page, Ghana copied Nigeria's electoral model, says INEC chairman. Ghana copied Nigeria's electoral model, says INEC chairman. You failed workers, Labour group slams NLC, TUC. Lagos 2027, youth group affirms Sheyi Tinubu's right to contest. Ondo election, INEC's ad hoc staff threatened protest over unpaid allowances. Tinubu's tax reform, how it will affect you. SEC urges banks to strengthen corporate governance risk framework. NIN suffers 18% attempted fraud rate as ID attacks rise in Africa. Oando NNPCL strategize on joint venture plans. Measure tax bills impacts on human rights, Serap tells NAS. Experts advocate tech deployment, BVN, to speed up offer verification. Controversy trails alleged baby swap negligence at Lagos hospital. NCDC tells health facilities to intensify checks for SARS-CoV-2 variants. Engineer nabbed over illicit drug consignments concealed in pressure machines. And finally, on The Guardian, police rescue kidnapped victims in Taraba, recover ammunition. And that's it on the Guardian newspapers. Let's move right on to the Vanguard. On the front page of the Vanguard, why Naira is at massive recovery rate across all markets, and that's according to bankers. Wait for 2031 presidency, SGF Akume tells Atiku Northerners. How non-appointment of ambassadors is hurting Nigeria, according to envoys. Couple begs UK court over deportation as wife claims IVF unavailable in Nigeria. Navy deploys warships, helicopters to boost oil production in Niger Delta. Tinubu, INEC, ECOWAS congratulates Ghanaian President-elect John Mahama. Syria's ousted President Assad family arrive in Russia, granted asylum. Okpebolo appoints Bankole Balogun EIRS chairman. Ghana's ruling party candidate Bawumia concedes defeat, congratulates Mahama on victory. Alleged fraud. I was invited to assist police investigation, not arrested, says Pastor Bolaji Dowu. Tax reform bills. Serap urges NAS to assess human rights impacts. And finally, on the Vanguard, Dangote, Petroan continue talks to arrive at price, volume, and others. All right, now that's it for the Vanguard newspapers. Moving on now to the Daily Trust. Presidency. North should wait till 2031. That's according to Akume. Ghanaian politicians rarely change party every general election, says INEC chair. Customs gets first female pilot. Lawan donates 10 million naira to Yobe fire victims. "32 states, FCT records zero foreign investment in 2024. Nigeria's VAT collection hits 1.78 trillion naira in Q3 2024. New political force emerges ahead of 2027. Farouk Lawan returns to constituency, describes prison term as test from God. 2027 zoning takes front seat as early campaigns begin for Nasarawa Guber race. El Rufai's loyalists sack from Sani's cabinet heightens rift speculation. Syria's Assad fled to Moscow, says Russia. Diaspora body suspends members for violating laws. And that's about it on the Daily Trust newspapers. Our final stop today is the Punch. On the front page of the Punch newspapers, OPS urges sustenance as Naira gains 137 Naira to the dollar. Tax reform, Akume plays down Northern opposition as Senate meets AGF. Marketers begin direct loading from Dangote refinery. Lakurawa, Nigeria, neighbors begin offensive against new terror group. Tinubu, others congratulate Mahama as opposition clinches Ghana presidency. Trump plans mass deportations and birthright citizenship. India arrests 3 Nigerians for cyber fraud. Abducted Akwa Ibom lawyer niece released from kidnapper's den. Anambra 2025, Mogalu vows to tackle insecurity, restore confidence. NNPP insists on Kwankwaso's expulsion, warns against blackmail. PDP expels Ugo Chinyere over gross indiscipline. Nasarawa LP unveils Directorate for Mobilization Integration. PDP bots to meet Wike January, berates NWC. And that's about it on the Punch newspapers this morning. Time to get to your reactions. The numbers to call 0700-951-0000 or 0809-597-4869. On WhatsApp, it's 080-999-30137. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, so you can watch us as you drop your comments on there. On Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja, on YouTube at Nigeria Info Abuja. Good morning.
Good morning once again.
You're welcome.
Gabriella from
Go ahead.
Ghana copied Nigeria's electoral system, yes, but Ghana did not copy Nigeria electoral corruption. We hope our electoral system will be sanitized before the next general election. And the ranks of opposition groups, we should end their differences and come together and form formidable opposition coalition. We want a change of government through constitutional means. Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Thank you for calling. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
My name is Gabriella from Bisala.
Go ahead.
Some political parties, they want to go into a third force. I pray that they will learn one or two lessons. The previous one failed because of selfish interest. I think what Nigerians are going through now, we need a bailout, a political bailout from Nigerians, especially our leaders who know that this suffering is just too much. So I think they will.
Oh dear, whatever happened. But thank you regardless for calling. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you. This is Abraham calling from Lighthouse.
Go ahead.
Yes. PDP suspend Ugochimiri over NDC. This is something that I don't understand. How come so? The only person that is making now to people to know that yes, PDP is under bondage, PDP is under BK influences. Is the same person that was now suspended. That means the party.
Oh dear, what is happening to the lines? Sorry about that. Good morning.
Good morning, Gabriella.
Good morning. You're welcome.
Thank you. This is Emmanuel.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Gabriella, one headline says Ghana copy our electoral system or what? That means they are doomed now. If they come and copy this INEC regime here, they are doomed. They will, in fact, they will become like Nigeria. So the earlier they find their route and leave Nigeria electoral system, the better for them. If they don't want to disappear, they should just go back and look for what is good for them. Because the worst thing that can happen to any country is to copy the electoral system of Nigeria. But once you have done that, you have decided to destroy your country yourself. Thank you.
Okay, then. Good morning. Okay, do all to call back. Let's take some calls on WhatsApp now. Good morning.
Beauty, how are you? Beautiful woman.
Good morning.
Compliment of the season. My name is Mrs. Someza. So this morning I heard Uncle Akim, the big Uncle Akim, say your voice sounds sweet. Me, I thought you're even under the weather. When I heard your voice, I thought it's another person. So
I'm actually a little bit under the weather, so you're quite sensitive to catch that.
Say, old Baba, wake up like this. Begin say your voice sweet on radio this morning, and you should keep it up. Me, I've written it down. That's on a lighter note. Let me quickly start from where Mr. Abubakar stopped, when he said most of these political parties should come together and make sure they do the needful. I will tell you the truth. In Hausa, there's what they call Patagari. When those ones in power discover that you are forming a bond, what they do is they send some people in there. Those are people that you think are famous. I don't want to use popular. They speak good English. They control little crowd. They will come as if they are part of you. They will decamp from where they are. They come and form as if they are part of you. All they do is they gather information from you, take you to the source. And that is why sometimes I will work against I will work against Abubakar PW. All of a sudden, he will win the election. you will see that he will give me appointment. You don't understand. So let's leave it at that. This country, we have a lot to learn. Finally, today you talk about 1, adoption of a child. 2, a woman has talked about IVF. And the third one is the one I read in Rivers State. A lady over 30 years, she's not married. She stole a child, lied to her ex that he fathered the child because she wants him to marry her. Where am I going? Please, men, when a woman tells you she's pregnant, follow up. This issue of fake pregnancy is becoming an unbecoming story. Follow up to see it with your 2 eyes, to doctor and the rest. This one that you are doing passive partner is not good. And women, to me, I'm sorry to say this, there's time and season for everything. That you want to marry does not mean you should do what is against the law, what is against our creator, simply because you want to get married. It's not worth it. Not with this marriage. It will come. Then. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Omeza, for calling. Let's take some comments on Facebook. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can drop your comments on there. Henry Napoleon, good morning. Thank you for streaming live. Good morning to you as well, Cyprian Ikiaja. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Onyeka Swanya says, Syria president removed by rebels. He who makes peaceful change impossible makes violence inevitable. He sent that in from Guagualada. And this one is from Okwando Obina, who says it is very heartbreaking for Nigerians to wait till 2031 before getting off hardship, hunger and sufferings in the land. Okay, Okwando Obina, thank you so much for your thoughts. Let's get back to the phone lines now. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Abraham calling back again.
All right, go ahead, Abraham.
Yes. So the issue of PDP suspending Ugochimiri over what they call gross indiscipline, I don't see what he did that amount to his suspension, because this is the only guy that has been speaking for the party, making sure the party comes together ahead of 2027. And he's the person that they will now come to say they will suspend it. So that means that even the party within themselves, they are not ready to play an opposition party before 2027 election. And if this will continue like this, the party might not have a presidential candidate, and the ruling of Progressive Congress will just have the day, and then they will continue with their nonchalant attitude, making Nigeria to continue this suffering. So I want them to just come together, then play a strong opposition, just the way they played against PDP when they were in power in 2015. So that Nigeria will believe in them, and then we know that they will have an opposition party that are ready to come and rescue Nigeria from this APC of a team that don't know what they are doing.
All right, then.
Thank you.
All right, so a few comments on YouTube. Remember, we're also streaming live on YouTube at Nigeria Info Abuja. Good morning, Noble Okwokiri, who's watching live on YouTube. Good morning as well to you, James Ame. Thank you for tuning in live on YouTube. Wolfgang Jr. is watching live from Guinea Embassy, Abuja. Good morning. Thank you for joining the live stream. Noble Okwokiri on YouTube says, how can you expect foreign investments amidst insecurity, economic degradation, inflation, etc.? There is no conducive atmosphere for investment. PDP is hasty to expel Ugochinyere but can't expel Wike. El Rufai, loyalist, SAC should not raise any dust. He had no security training or affiliate, but a journalist with no security experience was placed as a commissioner for internal security. That's all from Noble Okwokiri. All right, back to the line, the phone lines now. Let's take some WhatsApp calls. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Angel Gabriella.
Good morning.
You are flying solo.
Yes, I am. What's your name?
So, my regard to Dikin Itodo. My name is Salasi.
Go ahead.
INEC say Ghana copied Nigerian election. They copied the good one. They copied the good part of the Nigerian election, but the other side, they reject it. That is why you can see the opposition is in power now. I think Nigerian INEC need to copy what happened in Gambia, what happened in Ivory Coast, because their electoral process stands tall. They said they are not going to be banned by the power that be. Now, we don't even have opposition now. They are spokesperson for the opposition now. In fact, there are some people in PDP, they want to make sure that the PDP is dead completely. But I imagine them to form a new political party and they will see what will happen. That is how APC come in. They have to merge in order to outseat PDP. So also, if they want to remove these people in power, they have to form a good party and bring a reasonable people that will outseat this hardship that Nigeria went through. Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you so much for your thoughts. Some messages on WhatsApp. Remember, you can drop your comments on WhatsApp, 080-999-30137. Mwazu John Lasisi from Buhari, Abuja says, Ghana copying Nigeria according to INEC. What a carbon copy. Does that mean they did not vote? Mwazu is asking. Congratulations to Ghana for successful election where the ruling party and government conceded to defeat. We await 2027 for Nigerians' turn. That's from St. Jude from Gwagwalada. And this year says, Ghana copied Nigeria's electoral reform, says INEC chairman, but Ghana electoral body didn't subvert its rules and ask Ghanaian citizens to go to court. This is on Mahmoud Yakubu. Leo sent in that message. And Chimex Undubisi in Jabi says, indeed, NLC and TUC have not helped Nigerians and workers in general. The two unions need to do better. No one believes in the two unions any longer. Members of the unions are there for their own personal interest and not the interest of Nigerians. They've been bought over by the federal government since the era of Senator Adams Oshomole. We've not had any credible president of the NLC. It's better I believe on the sign that my fowl gives me than believing in NLC and TUC. And that's from Chimex Undubisi in Jabi. A final call, then we take a break for the news. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Gabriella.
You have 30 seconds, please. What's your name?
This is Mutanabas calling from Niger.
Go ahead.
Mahmoud Yakub, Ghana copied Nigeria. Yes, the last thing I've said is they copied the right side. But you should know that the opposition party in Ghana who considered the seat accept it with good faith.
Okay.
And the government, they accept it defeat in good faith. But if it will be him or Nigeria, he will upturn it to make sure that the city government win and send the masses or the opposition and want them to go to court.
All right.
That's my take.
Okay. Thank you very much for making us short. A quick break for the news at 7. We'll come right back to take your reactions. Don't go away.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
This is Nigeria Info.